Tulip friends. I have a reading challenge for you today, and it has to do with this really funny book called Arnie the Doughnut. I hadn't read this book until today, and I really like it, and I think you will too. So it's written and illustrated by Lori Keller, and if you go to our classroom site, the link for how to get to this book online is right there. It's a program called Storyline Online, and we're going to be using the stories on there a lot in our remote learning. So the first thing you need to do is head over there and check out this book. And then I'm going to give you some activities to do while you're reading it and a little bit afterwards. So the first thing I want you to think about is before you've even begun to read the book, we have to do some pre-reading together. So our pre-reading questions are, this book is about a donut. Has anyone ever had a donut before? I think you probably have. I love donuts. I especially love holy donuts. So I'm wondering what kind of donut you like the very, very best. Do you have a special flavor that you really like? Have you ever made a donut? If you don't like donuts at all, do you have a different favorite food? And I wonder, no matter what your favorite food is, if your favorite food could say anything at all in the world to you, what do you think it would say? Maybe it would say, "Don't eat me." Or maybe it would say, "Please eat me." I don't know. What do you think? So before you read the book, have a good think about what's your favorite food. Then I want you to begin listening to and reading the book. Actor Chris O'Dowd is reading the book, and he's got lots of funny voices, and he's a great reader. You'll enjoy it. So after you're about a third of the way through, I want you to pause the book and make a prediction. Do you remember what a prediction is? It's when we use the clues that we're listening to and we're hearing in our story to make an educated guess about what's going to happen next in the story. So challenge yourself. Maybe a third of the way through, you can have a grown-up help you. And maybe even again, kind of 2/3 of the way through. What do you predict is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen next? And then finish reading the story to find out if you were right. And the third reading challenge about this wonderful, funny book is this. This is called a sequencing activity. So really good readers know how to, when they're reading, think about how things are happening in order. And they always are thinking back. First this happened, then that happened, then this bit happened. And it helps them to remember the story. So I want you to practice. I just made a simple chart like this. You could make one yourself, or you could ask a grown-up to help you. And this says, Arnie's amazing morning. And what I'm going to do is I put a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4 right here in the margin. And I'm going to fill out what happened first to Arnie, what happened second, third, and fourth. And by doing that, I'm going to make sure that I remember everything that happened in the story, or the general outline, not really everything, because the details aren't important in a sequencing event. So you can go ahead, you can pause this video, and you can go back and you can read the book now. And then when you're finished, come back to the video and you can do this with me, because I don't want to spoil it. All right, I think you're back. Let's see, what happened first to Arnie in his amazing morning? Well, the first thing is that he was cut into a ing, ing to make the sound ing. So first, Arnie was cut into a ring. And let's not forget a period at the end of our sentence. Right? So the second thing that happens to Arnie is that he was deep fried. So let's put that D-E. In this case, the sound E is made by 2 E's. Fried. I, and then that ED. Then he was deep fried. Poor Arnie. And then he was cooled. In this case, the oo sound is made by two O's, cool, ul, and then ed, d. He was cooled. And then after that was all said and done, he was iced. He was iced. So that's our sequence for Arnie. Do you want to try it for your morning? Have a pause for a moment and see. I did one for myself, because you can use this trick for anything at all. It doesn't just have to be a book. So I put here the very same thing. It looks just like the table I made for Arnie, right? But instead of Arnie's amazing morning, it says Miss Emily's amazing morning. So first, I woke up. So let's write O, K, period. Next, I drank coffee. D, A, N, K, K, A, E. I put my period at the end of the sentence. Then I talked with my kids, talked with my family. T, A, oh, this is a tricky one because there's an L. K, D, with. A, M, I, L, E. Talked with family. And then I logged into the classroom. U, A, G, D, into class. And that's my amazing morning. One last trick to show you. And that's going to get you all set up for your next challenge that has to do with writing. On this chart, I put numbers here, but you can actually use words. Instead of putting the number 1 here, you can actually put first. And instead of 2, you can put, whoops, I dropped it. You can put next. And then instead of third, you can put the word then. Oh, it's getting tricky for me to hold these on though. You can put then, and then instead of fourth, you can put last. So I've kind of written a little story about my morning. First, I woke up. Next, I drank coffee. Then, I talked with my family. Last, I logged into class. I wonder what your morning looks like. Can you try this for your morning? Send me an email or a picture and let me see what it is that you're working on. I wish you lots of fun. Bye.